So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of France. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
El Ainaoui. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Saliba, Upamecano, and Koundé, and it's Tchouaméni, Saliba, Hernandez, and Upamecano, and it's Koundé, Tchouaméni, Koundé, now Saliba. Brahim Diaz, Saliba, deftly away. And that is a little undercooked. Koundé, Upamecano, Rabiot. It's Hernandez. Mbappé! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappé clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's having a hit! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Oh, good-looking ball. Hakimi. Tries to play it through. Koundé. Saliba. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. And Koundé. Olise. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mazraoui. Olise. Upamecano. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And it's Tchouaméni. And Koundé. Saliba. Hernandez. Doué gets into a good position. Hernandez with the delivery. That has been knocked clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hernandez. And here's Doué. Mazraoui. And it's Mazraoui. And Diop. Hakimi. Diop. And he's had it nicked away. Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé. And Upamecano. Hernandez. And it's Rabiot. And Upamecano. Koundé. Oh, he's found support out. Goes for the shot! That's another chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Diop. And it's Hakimi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Brahim Diaz. Engages and forces him off the ball. El Ainaoui. And he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Olise. Rabiot. Oh, played through for the wide man. Diop. Unahi. And it's Dembélé. Olise. Oh, that's delightful. Mbappé with... Mbappé! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tchouaméni, not the most accurate pass.
Pretty robust defending.
Rabiot, who's looking wide. Doué. Hernandez. He's had a shot! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Unahi. And it's Diaz. Just eases him off the ball. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Upamecano. No, he's not getting past him there. Tchouaméni. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Hakimi. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni. That is ended up in no man's land. Diop. El Ainaoui. That's Brahim Diaz. That's going wide left. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mazraoui. Looking for options for movement. The ball goes in. Tries to get it clear. Mbappé. Good take, and is he in?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Shot, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. El Ainaoui. Unahi. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. He's picked his way through. Mazraoui picks it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Hernandez. Now Saliba. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. For Olise. Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot. Upamecano. And the keeper's got it again.
Empty.
Saliba. And it's Rabiot. And Koundé. Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. Hernandez. Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Olise. Played into the box. Bono claims it without any fuss.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. And Upamecano. Rabiot. El Ainaoui. Koundé. Brahim Diaz. No, that's been intercepted. Mazraoui. El Ainaoui. And it's El Khanous. Dembélé. And Upamecano. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. El Ainaoui. Unahi. Stood up well to him there. Olise. And it's Tchouaméni. That's Rabiot. Olise. And here's Dembélé. Olise. And he lines up a cross. And that should get the job done. Tries from distance. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
El Khanous, showing good feet. Hangs one in.
Penalty.
Saliba clears it away. And they've got rid. Koundé. Upamecano. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Doué. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Sova.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Maignan. And Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Dembélé. Rabiot. Good ball, good take. Cute ball, now how can he reach it? Rabiot. Good running,
Nice.
strong and purposeful. That's a good ball out wide. Olise. And it's Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Saliba. And it's Doué. And Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
El Ainaoui. Mazraoui. Unahi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. And it's Hernandez. And Koundé. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
France certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So into the second half.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, that was vital. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Riyad. Played out to the left flank. El Khanous. He is through here. And that was very necessary. It's gone out for a throw-in. Flashes it across. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba gets it away. Unahi in with the challenge. Rabiot with the foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Olise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tchouaméni. That has been slung wide. Looking for the run. Olise. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Hakimi, Brahim Diaz, Hernandez does well to get it back.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. And he's managed to get free. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Rabiot. Dembélé. Now Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba. Koundé.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's let fly! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Tchouaméni, Mbappé under intense pressure.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
And it's Koundé. And Upamecano. Hernandez. Now Saliba. And it's Doué. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Rabiot. Now that's well seen too. Al-Khanous. Koundé. Saliba. Maignan chooses to deal with it himself. Now it's Mbappé. Now it's Olise. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Here's Tchouaméni. Koundé plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Unahi. Distributed tidily. And it's Diaz. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Just about up to the hour now. To Rabiot. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Delivers with whip. And that is not finding anyone. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Unahi. Great pressure, plenty of it. Doué. Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. And Upamecano. Koundé. And it's Al-Khanous. El Ainaoui. Mazraoui. Can he get on the end of this? Mazraoui. Mazraoui, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Diop. And it's El Ainaoui. Mazraoui. It's a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And it's Mazraoui. And he was quick to react. Mbappé. Oh, that's well spotted. Riyad. And Diop. That has not gone well. It's a really well-measured ball. That's good play. Pings it across. Olise! Al-Khanous. Unahi. Tchouaméni. Now Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Doué. Opts for safety. And Upamecano. Olise. And it's Tchouaméni. And Upamecano. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Rabiot. Hernandez. That's destined for the flank. Doué making good progress. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking. Mazraoui. And Unahi. El Ainaoui. And it's Al-Khanous. Al-Khanous. And he's forced to go back. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez. That's Rabiot. Dembélé. Over to the right flank. Now it's Olise. Olise's cross. That'll be a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Doué really needed everything to come together then at the
Rabiot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Morocco have the chance to go the other way. Upamecano, Koundé. Now that looks a decent ball. Mazraoui spots it and intercepts. El Ainaoui. And Unahi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Upamecano. Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. Koundé. And he's there to clear it.
France really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Saliba. Dembélé. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Turns back here, probably the best option. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Morocco clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
France truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Olise to Rabiot. And it's Doué. Hernandez. France need to make something happen here. Good chance here! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. El Ainaoui. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Mbappé. Played into space. Picked out, and the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Mazraoui. Unahi. He's got away. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Koundé. Oh, it's Dembélé. For Olise. Great defending, strong and determined.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Hernandez. Doué. Defending of the desperate variety.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni. And it's Hernandez. Saliba. And Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Hernandez. That's Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Spread to the right. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappé. And this is Dembélé. Hakimi. Unahi. Shifted it to the flank. El Khanous providing an outlet on that flank. And now they can clear their lines. Riyad. And El Khanous. Riyad. Tchouaméni. And that's a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Olise! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. El Khanous tries to pass it through, and it's Mazraoui. Can he get it through? That's been cut out, well played. Saliba.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Hernandez. Now Saliba. Koundé. He's given the time to pick a pass.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Mbappé. No, it's come to nothing. Diop. Rabiot. El Khanous. He has found the way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's El Ainawi. Played out towards the right wing. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mazraoui goes short. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. Into extra time we go. Olise. Tchouaméni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now this could be a chance. Dembélé. Rabiot. It's a searching pass. Doué in acres of space out wide. Mazraoui. And it's El Khanous. Unahi. And El Kanous. Oh, good spread. Throw in. And he's forced to go back. El Ainawi. Unahi. Dembélé. Has a look and plays it forward. That has not gone well. Hakimi. And it's El Ainawi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Can he get onto this? Nice control. In towards the back stick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Foot in. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Hakimi. Unahi. Great vision. And here's Doué. Tchouaméni. Olise.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top.
And he's decided to go for it. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hernandez. And Upamecano. Saliba. Hernandez. Doué. And it's El Kanous. Tchouaméni. Dembélé. Always onto this. Olise. He's having a pop! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Olise really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Changement.
Morocco can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And it's El Kanous. Koundé. And it's Hernandez. Saliba. Mazraoui. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Takes a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Incredible! Just incredible! Well, would you believe that? And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Morocco have opted to make another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
So we have the first goal. Amrabat. And Unahi. Dembélé. Olise. And it's Dembélé. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. It's a lucky 7th corner. Rabiot! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Mazraoui. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a great position here. Chance to deliver. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It'll be a throw-in. Nice interception, well timed. Tchouaméni. Hernandez goes forward. Mbappé going after that. So just 15 minutes still to come. So the breakthrough has come. Will it prove enough to get over the line? 15 minutes still remain. And we are already back underway. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Tries one from range! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Koundé, Tchouaméni, and Upamecano. Rabiot, Tchouaméni. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rabiot. Hernandez. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ball's gone out of play. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Koundé goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappé. No outsmarting him this time. Amrabat. Olise. There's the crossfield ball. No way through. Amrabat. Olise. And it's Koundé. Olise. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Rabiot. He's gone for goal. Threads one in. Doué.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Amrabat. Dembélé was in no mood for any of that. Koundé getting this one clear. Riyad. El Ainawi opts for safety. And that's really well manoeuvred. And Amrabat. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Olise. Riyad. Mazraoui. And they've got a throw. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Riyad. And it's Doué. And he's put a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappé has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
El Ainawi. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Saliba. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Upamecano. Now Saliba. And back to the keeper. Upamecano. Now Saliba. Hernandez. Dembélé. And it's Hernandez. To Rabiot. Tchouaméni. That's a throw. Koundé. Upamecano. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
And it's Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. That ball looks a good one. He's on it, can he get away?
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rabiot. Olise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? 2 then. Just about up to the hour now. To Rabiot. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Delivers with whip. And that is not finding anyone. Well, the